Welcome to Steemy, the daily Steemit show. Today we are talking about tags or categories for your posts in order to be found by other people. Also, we will look at the top 3 trending posts on Steemit today, and we will conclude with the daily Steam prize. Let's get started, shall we? So, for an example about the tags, we will have a look at my How to Memorize History, the beginning of the automobile era with a Ford Model T article. I posted that 16 hours ago, so feel free to check it out. As you can see here on the bottom, I use 5 tags or 5 categories, which is the same. It is very important that you use all 5 of them because you can and you should, otherwise you will not use the full potential of being found. Let's have a look at this. There's memory training, memory, Steemit education, education and history. We will have a look at this in detail in a second. First of all, you might wonder, what are good categories? By clicking on this hamburger menu here on the top right, the slide menu pops out. You can click on Explore and then you land on this page where you see all the trending topics currently on Steemit. I'm not quite sure what makes a topic trending, but it probably is the amount of posts or the amount of payouts being done in it, or a mix between it. You can click on the top, for example here on payouts, and we'll now reorder the list. And you see that life is on top, followed by Steemit, Steam, and photography. These 4 are usually the top 4 categories. That was the case 4 months ago, and it is still so. What you shouldn't do is just take the top 5 categories and put them in your post, because most likely your post has nothing to do with that. So particularly life, people just use it for everything. And I mean, the category is kind of vague. Yes, you can use it for everything, but should you? I don't think so. Your post will just end up being lost in the clutter of all these other 47,000 posts. So instead, you should find a category or 5 categories that really fit the topic that you're doing. If you are just new to Steemit, you can use this page here and find the topics that you like best. But that doesn't mean you have to use only these topics. You can use and invent other topics as well. Let's have a look at what I do. So we had this article here, so let's go back to the text that I have on the bottom. And let's start at the back. History. You can click on this and this will open up the trending history posts page. So this is not trending overall, but only trending in the tag history. And when we scroll down a little bit, let's see. Actually, my post was here somewhere. There it is. There is my post on the trending page and the history. This is really cool. If I would have posted this under, let's say, Steemit, it would surely not be on the trending page on Steemit because there are many other great articles about that particular topic. So this one is good. And as you can see here on the, let's see, I quit that. Let's go back to the Explorer. Let's do an in-page search. History. That's a big topic. 187,000 Steam dollars paid out, I think in the last week. I'm not quite sure what time frame this is. I think it is in the last week. So the next one, we can close this, would be education. A very popular topic, and it fits perfectly into my memory tutorial series. And as you can see, actually there is another post of mine here, so this is really cool. But let's scroll down. We were looking for the Ford Model T. Here it is. So I'm on the trending page with that as well. And I only got, well, not only, it's really cool, I'm very grateful for that, $20. But as you can see, others here are much higher. So for example, there's Papa Pepper. I will talk about him in a second. So this is great. I'm very grateful for that. Let's have a quick look at the education tag. This is Steam education. We will look at this in a sec. So this is 164,000 Steam dollars. It's great. Great category. And then the next one, Steam education. So this one is like education, but it's a community project with an account called at Steam education, and they are manually curating these posts and re-steaming and so on. They're doing a great job, and all these people here posting under this tag because it gives them a greater exposure in the community. Whenever you can find a topic like this that gives you more exposure because it's a community project, use it. It's good. It's really good. Well, of course, it depends on the project itself and on the people behind it and the traction it gets, but it's a very good idea to do something like that. So again, Steam and education, it's not big, 6,545 Steam dollars. But that's not bad, because that just means that the total payout was like this. But if there are only a fraction of the amount of posts published under education now being published under Steam education, that means you get, like I said, much better exposure for your post because you will not compete against so many other people. So this is great. And then finally, let's close this one. We have my two memory categories. So first of all, memory, which is really good because I'm writing memory articles, but it's a bit confusing because people often also connect it with RAM, random access memory, or other tech that is using memory and has nothing to do with memory techniques whatsoever. Anyhow, I'm dominating this one here. As you can see, this is mine, this is mine, this here is mine, below is mine, all these country posts here. Sadly, you cannot see my mouse, so I'm trying to highlight this. Mine. It's all mine, nearly. Not all of them, but nearly. So this is really cool. I'm super happy and excited about this. But if you are interested in posting in this category, be my guest. In fact, I will be happy about it and upvote your own memory articles if I see them. And then finally, we have memory training. And this one is special. Let's have a look at it. Because I created it. It didn't exist. There was not a single post under memory training. And I created it because memory is too vague. It's not really specific what it's about. While memory training, it's bulletproof. It's 100% clear what the topic is. So I created this tag, and as you can see, there are quite a lot of articles in it because I'm using it for all my posts. And yeah, well, I'm more than dominating this niche. It's mine. I'm the only one posting in it. So most likely people, I will not get any people by searching memory training, go into the topic and then upvoting my post because they see them like that. Probably no one will do that. Only very, very few people will. But it doesn't matter because I'm creating this tag. I am making it more popular. I am filling it with posts, and eventually people will pick up on that and directly go to this tag and use it. You can do the same with your niche, and you should. But my suggestion is don't use all 5 tags for that, just use one. And make it your number one tag. The first tag is the primary tag. You can never change that, while the other 4, you can just click on edit and change it, which might actually be an interesting trick to get more exposure by switching the category after a few hours. It could be helpful. I've played around with that, but I'm not sure if it really is worth doing that, but it's possible. However, you can never change the first primary category. It's locked in. All right. Let's see. One quick example of showing you an account that is doing it differently. And also this was wrong. Let's see. Add dill. So this account is using these 5 tags. and not very happy about that. So new, yeah, it exists. It's in the trending. It's in the trending page, but it's probably not really. I mean, who is going directly onto the new category to find posts? So I understand why Diddle did that. It was her first post, but doesn't. It's not really helpful. Grandma and Oma. Oma is the German grandma. Those two are surely not represented at all. So let's click on this grandma. Let's just see if there are others. Okay, there's one more person, two more people actually who posted under this. So it's okay, you can do that, but it's not really helpful. And Oma even less. Steemit, like I said, one of the most popular categories. This post has not much to do with it. She used Steemit because she thought, oh yeah, I'm posting on Steemit, so it might make sense, but it actually doesn't. It will just get lost in the clutter of all the Steemit posts. So don't do that. Only use for the Steemit tag if you're particularly writing something about Steemit. And then you should use it. And then start is the same argument as I had for new. It makes sense that she used it because it was her first post, but it didn't really help her at all. So that was that example. I hope that helped you to get an idea about how to use the categories. Let us now switch to the top trending posts on Steemit today. For that, I need to click on trending. So here are all the trending posts from all categories combined. And number one, On the Path to a Fairer Future by Team Steam. And this is a really cool article. I just flew over it. I didn't entirely read it yet. And it looks really interesting. He's talking about how cryptocurrencies are changing the world and how we get into it and how it's good by decentralizing ourselves from governments and how to invest and how to beef up your security for your investment and so on and tons more stuff. Here he's giving some software examples, password manager, diversifying your portfolio. So tons of tips. Check it out. It looks really good. I will surely give this a full upvote later today after I read the whole thing. Then second is the Steemit Crypto Challenge number 19 by Tim Said. And this is, it looks to me like a paper chase. So you get a couple of hints and then Tim Said is sending you around from place to place, decoding stuff with crypto puzzles and so on. Looks interesting. I will probably not do that. It looks a bit troublesome to my taste, but I'm sure if you're a little bit more technically advanced, this will not be very difficult. Maybe it's not difficult at all. I don't know. But it's certainly a cool idea, and it's a contest where you can win 50 Steam. So this is awesome. You should always track down all these challenges and contests. By the way, here's the challenge tag. There's also the contest tag. Double check that every day to find new contests and participate to win some Steam or Steam dollars. It's an easy way to earn Steam for a beginner who has little reach yet. So this is awesome. And then the third one I already mentioned yesterday, Meet Steam's #1 author by Jerry Banfield. And oh my God, this is such a controversial post. Jerry just wanted to point out problems with the most the highest earning authors on Steemit, which he is one among them. The top one is Mindhunter, who earns about $20,000 a month by mostly upvoting his own comments, which are often just me too, where he gets about $60 every time. And he does that in a really clever way at the end of the week, shortly before the post payouts come, like 12, 13, 14 hours before that, just basically at the end before you can even do that. Yeah, it's like I said, it's controversial. It's not bad. It's not good. It is what it is. So I'm not sure what to think about that. I mean, I'm upvoting my own posts and comments as well, and that's fine. I'm also giving back to the community, so it's a win-win for everybody. The question is the system that allows that good and helpful for the future of Steemit? And I'm not sure about that. But like I said, it is what it is. So you better are not getting too frustrated about it. Just play it. It's a game. Steam It is a game, and you can grind it to its fullest possibilities. Oh, well, this is a long post. Number 2 also on Steam It is Tamim, who does a similar thing, also upvoting himself does a lot of posts and upvoting the posts at the end of the week. Although he has or she has stopped that now for the last 9 days. Then there's Papa Peppa, I mentioned him earlier. So he's a really cool blogger, tons of posts every day. People love him. Really brilliant guy. Loving father, posting about exotic animals he finds in his garden or something like that. So that's cool. And then there's Jerry himself, the guy here. He's a character. I really like him from the first time I saw his videos. He brought many new people to Steam It. Totally worth checking him out. He's a little bit quirky, a little bit odd, peculiar, but aren't we all? Hi, I'm Steemy! Steemy, the animated puppet, right? So who am I to judge? They got a lot of money here, a lot of upvotes, but also super controversial comments. So, for example, Alex Van is criticizing Jerry for making this all look too good, and also praising them a little bit and trying. Well, Jerry is trying his best to be successful on Steam It, and he is doing that very successfully, and Alex Van is not happy about his methods, showing a screenshot here how Jerry is sending Steam to witnesses. I will talk about witnesses in the future, to give their witness votes to him and so on. So and a lot of people liked this comment. So as you can see, $52 for this comment, because Newsflash and FairSim and other whales upvoted it and said, yeah, this is it. We have the same criticisms about Jerry. Anyhow, whatever you think about Jerry, he is one of the top authors and does a great job to promote Steam It. So this is it, and then finally switching to the price of the day, we are at $1.50. Celebration time! I am really super psyched about it. I exchanged a little bit of my Steam today. The first time I did that, I put it on my Bitwallet debit card, which I will explain also in a future episode. And now I can, if everything worked out, I haven't tested it yet, I can go to an ATM, cash machine, and get fiat money for my Steam. Or I just go directly into the shop and pay my goods with my debit card. So this is amazing. Yeah. That's it for today. I hope you liked this episode. Let me know in the comments what you would change about the show, what you like, what you didn't like. Upvote it, re-steam it, share it, put it on Facebook, put it on Twitter. Give me the highest upvotes that you can. Or downvote it if you didn't like it. I don't know. Do whatever you can. This is pure anarchy. Let's game this game. All right? I talk to you tomorrow. Bye.